Good morning. What's going on? Hopefully this works smooth. So I filmed 3 videos and I literally just woke up. But yeah, man, I just feel motivated. Yeah, I went to sleep late, got up early. But yeah, man, I'm just excited to start working on this content. I filmed these videos with my boy Armand. And I'm about to let y'all see. So I'm actually gonna put together 3 videos on the same timeline. Good morning. What y'all doing up though? That's the crazy thing. So I'm also gonna be dropping a new episode from the Green Box. I'm gonna let y'all get a preview of this shit too. I shot a lot of content in the past few days, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, one of my favorite shots from yesterday is this one. Where is it? So I've been getting heavy into this whole fashion stuff. So yeah, this is one of my favorite shots from yesterday. I think it was right here. So of course I'm gonna be using my Luts. Had a hard time sleeping earlier. Yeah, I can't go back to sleep, man. So I said, fuck it, might as well do something productive, right? But that color grade kind of nice too. What y'all think? What type of vibe should we go with? What's going on, y'all? I'm live on YouTube as well. As far as YouTube, I'm live on TikTok. So if y'all got any questions, man, feel free. I'm just about to skim through these. I kind of like this aesthetic too. It's kind of like that desaturated look, but it still got like a lot of contrast. I think that's a nice vibe for this one, but I think I'm gonna go with something a little bit more natural. How's the audio on YouTube? Oh, the audio good, perfect. I need to go ahead and start promoting the next creative meetup too. You know what I'm saying? For everybody sitting here, we got another creative meetup August 9th here in Atlanta at 6 p.m. Make sure y'all pull up, man. It's gonna be a lot of content being created. We will have that boy Dre TL performing live. Shit crazy, man. We did a Green Box episode. I'm about to plug in my other memory card so y'all can see. Y'all be the first to see this episode. Well, a little bit of it. I ain't gonna show y'all everything. Shit, about 40 something minutes. But yeah, man. Hold on. This shit. Damn, I can't even see, bro. It's so dark in here. All right, I'm gonna show y'all a little bit later, but let me just color grade these. I think I'm gonna go for more of the cooler vibe on this, just because I think with the colors it just adds to the aesthetic. Now I'm gonna show y'all a trick to what's going on, Johnny. Good morning. Shout out to India. So let me show y'all how to tweak y'all footage to make it work with Luts. So this right here is my chill vibes Lut. I don't remember what pack this from. But I'm gonna just restart it. And then say if you click on the Lut and it just looks kind of washed out like this a little bit, all you gotta do is turn up the contrast and reduce your shadows a little bit. So I'm gonna turn up the contrast and just watch how this brings the life back to it. You know what I'm saying? It looks natural, right? But to me, this is still not a final look just because it's a little bit on the brighter side. I learned that I like underexposed footage almost, you know what I'm saying? So I pull down the shadows and also with log footage, I don't know how other cameras are, but with vlog, um, a lot of the noise lies in the shadows. So when you pull it down, you get a much cleaner look. And then I like to raise my highlights just a tad bit. And yeah, that's a final look. So it literally took 10 seconds to color grade with my preset. As y'all can see, shit real simple. And if I wanted to, I could literally just copy and paste this throughout everything. Now, I'm gonna show y'all a trick in DaVinci Resolve to color grade your whole timeline. You just click on the first clip, then you scroll all the way down to the last one. No, that's not how you do it. So you click on the first clip, and then you scroll over, and you hold down Shift and click on the last clip. And what this does is it highlights your whole timeline, and then you just, of course, you have to hit Command C on the clip that you want to take the color grade from, and then you hit Command V, and it will literally color grade your whole timeline. So once I get a general look that I'm going for, this is what I do, and then I go and make like tweaks individually to each. So yeah, that's just a quick and easy way to color grade. Let me see. For this one though, I'm gonna reset it and I'm gonna push it towards warm. And that's the trick too when it comes to like white balance and stuff like that. You feel me? You can literally adjust the temperature in post and you can fix it. So for like this, say if I want to go for a more warmer look, take some of the blue temperature out of it, I just push towards the warm. And this can give the Luts a totally different vibe too. You know what I'm saying? You said, what should I buy, FS2 or S12 or S1R3? Uh, I don't honestly. I can't really say. I would just say Lumets just because they're color science. But I mean, all cameras are great nowadays. To be honest, it's about price point and what I'm saying, what type of look that you like. I know the Sony is more sharp. They do have better autofocus and shit like that. But I don't know. I don't know how the S1R2 and all of that is. Um, yeah, I can't really speak on that too much. Said, man, I wish I was that brave. I color one by one. I do create a general look, but I tweak one by one. No, for sure. I tweak one by one too. Yeah, this look good right here. So if y'all don't understand what I'm actually working on, his clothing line is the trenches. I actually went ahead and I rebranded his logo and stuff. But yeah, so we just doing like these little fashion like promos for his brand. And these are the best shoots to me because I literally took what I'm gonna show you all the footage I filmed in less than an hour. So from here way back to this shots at, yeah, we filmed like 3 different videos in in like an hour for real. So we was inside of the shop. I got him actually making the outfit that he put on. He actually made clothes too. If y'all here in Atlanta, Armand, he does sewing classes for $50 for 2 hours. He actually had me in there working on my own fit. Y'all can get to see a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. But yeah. So this first one I really should be working on is this promo for that. So yeah, let me work in order. I jump around a lot. Let me see, what's the last clip? So he made the outfit that he literally went out and we filmed content in it. So that was dope. As far as film grain, I'm be honest, I'm really not into it. I get it. People feel like that just makes it have a film look, but I think the color grade gives it a film look. To me, I don't really believe film grain like just does the trick. Honestly, it's so expected in this whole YouTube space and all this shit. I truly don't use it for that reason. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Maybe because I'm just hard headed. I don't like following certain guidelines like what makes things look cinematic. You gotta find your own way for real. But I honestly feel like it's all about the way you film and just your color grading and shit like that. Your lighting. I don't really depend on like add-ons to make my footage look cinematic. That's just me though. And honestly, I feel like that's what makes my videos like me. People can tell when I film something because I literally don't use the same shit that everybody else is doing. Like I used to believe that. I used to always add film grain in my shit. I mean, I'm annoying. Like it takes away the clarity of it. And you could tell that it's like something added on top of the video to give a certain aesthetic. I don't know. I just never really liked it. Yeah, it's texture, but like I seen like which show I saw recently. I think it was BMF or one of those, and they put the film grain so it was so noticeable. You could tell they shot with an Ari and they just put film grain on top of it. And I'm like, bro, like my take on film grain is if you want to get noisy footage or you want that type of aesthetic, like actually buy the camera that naturally produces what you're trying to create. Don't buy like the highest like quality camera and then try to add film grain on it. It kind of works backwards to me. You feel me? So um you feel the exact opposite. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, it's one of those things I just never really understood the logic behind it. Cause like for me, and I don't know if other people's eyes are like this, but film grain distracts me from the cinematography a little bit. Like especially when you see it on a big screen, you could definitely notice like the film grain is just added on top of it. You feel me? So, but yeah, so I was like, I kind of drifted away from that and just went back to like focus on the color grade. And yeah, I just ended up liking that a lot more. Now I'm gonna give y'all this hack real quick. If y'all are the type of people that's into film grain and y'all want something free, use to get a nice film aesthetic. They do have this called Film Box Light, and it does give a like look, I guess. Um, but yeah, it just and let me see. I'm gonna change this to Panasonic Vlog. Uh, but this for y'all film grain lovers. You feel me? Yeah. See, it got a nice texture to it and all of that. Yeah, exactly. It don't work for everything. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely a preference though. It's just all about your style. But yeah, you got this. You could tweak these. You could change the vibrance, the contrast. Let me turn this on. All of that shit. So yeah, if you do want to add some texture to your videos, they had that for free. It's kind of similar to the Enhancer Pro, but it's just a free version. It's very limited, but I feel like for what you're trying to create, this should be good enough. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Filmbox Lite, and I'm gonna show y'all the name of it. Y'all can screenshot this shit if y'all want to. But yeah, it's free. You know what I'm saying? I found out about this a long time ago. So how did I start? That's funny, look like airplane control. I started for mess with DaVinci Resolve, what, probably about 6 years ago. And I didn't like it at all back then. I came from Final Cut to this program. But yeah, to get started, man, you just want to watch a tutorial on the basics, which is literally just how to add clips to your timeline and color grade and cut them up. But when you look into this, all of this might seem, what I'm saying, scary at first, but it's really simple. You know what I'm saying? This basically controls your shadows, midtones, highlights. This controls everything. So when you start to create your own language to what all this shit mean, it gets very easy that way. Like, yeah, it's seeing lift, gamma, gain. It just sounds like, like what the hell is that? But really that's what it does. But I never touch these at all. I'm gonna be honest, this shit stay at zero. I don't touch these to color grade. All I do is add my LUT, and these presets are on my website. I think I have the link in my bio on TikTok. If not, just DM me. I'll send y'all the link. But yeah, what I do is I just literally pull down my shadows for the most part. Sometimes I add a little contrast depending on the situation in the scene, and then I might lift my highlights or I might reduce them. Usually, I probably need to lift my highlights when I'm indoors, like this situation right here. Um, yeah, I look at the highlights, and if it look blown out, then I'll just pull it down. And it's one of them situations where even though we inside, it was still those lights wasn't as soft as I probably should have had them, but I also didn't have my personal equipment there. I was using what they had in the studio, and yeah, it was a little harsh. But overall, I like the look of this. Um, I ain't gonna lie, I think I should start out with that scene first, right here. This kind of looked like an opening shot. I'm using DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, this is DaVinci. So let me see. I want to start with this, but what's a good starting point? It's me trying to find the right angle. Let's see right here. All right, we can cut there. I'm gonna cut this shit up real quick. All right, probably could start out with that first. Nah, DaVinci Resolve is free for the beta version. You can still do pretty much everything I'm doing in the free version, but they do have the full studio for 300. But that's just one fee. You never got to pay for it again. If you buy a Black Magic camera, you literally get the program for free with it, and that's how I end up getting it. So we're getting the full studio version. I have the Black Magic 6K full frame and the Pocket 4K. So yeah. All right, I like that top down shot, and this is all handheld too. But that S5 II is so stable, especially when you turn on the E stabilization. It's crazy. Let's say fast pace running, shoot today using FS3, 16 and 35. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be dope. I'm about to jump to Sony again. Yeah, I seen somebody pulled up with the 6K Pro yesterday. Um, that's a big bulky ass camera, bro. Oh, no, I was correct. Shit like that. It's 3 in the morning. Yeah, man, I can't sleep, so I say I'm gonna get up and do something, creative. They said, "Do you have wedding packages?" I don't. People always ask me, would I shoot weddings? I have assisted with two of them. I don't know though. I feel like I would capture some really dope content, but it just be, bro. That should be all day. Yeah, man. But I don't know. Yeah, DM me, man. Depending on the details and stuff, yeah, we might put something together for real. Yeah, just DM me, bro. We'll figure something out for sure. When is it? And congrats, by the way, too. You know what I'm saying? So you're a beast. Now y'all the beast, man. I don't know what y'all doing up. I actually been up for like the past hour and a half, but I was like, man, is it too early to be on live trying to edit and shit? But it's some people just like me who don't sleep like that for real. So yeah, I think that's a much better angle of showing. I like this shot. Quick little B roll. Oh, I think it was another shot. All right, we're gonna cut there. We're gonna jump cut to another angle. So that's what really be setting my in the cab. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, shit, just DM me, man. We'll lock in. Say I feel that. I just stay in my bed and Chromecast something. So go great. That's crazy. I need to start back doing my insomnia vlogs too, where when I can't sleep, I just go out and create. Mm. I could use this clip after. Cut like right there. So get the worm. Nah, for sure. Nah, this is my boy Armand clothing brand. He actually be making the clothes from scratch too. Majority of his gear be handmade. Do have like the regular consumer stuff, but then he have like his more like what I'm saying, one-on-one type of pieces from his brands. Let me see what we got right here. Oh, yeah, this him trying to see how I look on the pants. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show him putting together the clothes, and then I'm gonna show him actually wearing the fit in the video. So this is kind of interesting to see a person make the clothes that they literally are about to go out and film in. This shot is way too dark. I'm gonna go back and tweet that. I'm just cutting out what I need from it. Shout out to Bree. Her ass was late as hell to the crib meetup. All right, so this shot right here. Yeah, so this the actual outfit, like on. The clothing line is also the trenches. It's the trenches global. This is the logo. It was just the two T's by itself. I added the trenches down at the bottom. This gonna be like his new look for it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get more into this whole fashion shit. This is like really simple to film and edit. I actually enjoy it too. I need to reverse that clip. You know what? That need to be the reveal shot. I'm gonna open up with this scene and then it's gonna go to, let's see, we're gonna reverse it. Why this shit lagging so bad? Then we go to this right before you do that. So, what advice would you give someone filming at home, looking to achieve this look? It's all about utilizing, natural lighting. I would highly suggest filming when you have the sun um, on the side of the house where it's creating a lot of shadows. So, like for me, literally in the next like hour, I would say it would be the best time to film in my room because the sun literally rises on this side and it's gonna have a lot of shadows and stuff casting over my desk and all of that. So picking the right time is very important. Also, understanding camera settings, I guess that's very obvious, but um, yeah, I would definitely shoot with an f1.8. And I know people tell you not to do that all the time, but I honestly love the look in the shallow depth of field. Um, Definitely use ND filters inside the house. I don't know who made it a thing to where you should take your ND filters off when you're inside. Um, that's kind of insane work. You do it on a case by case basis. So if it's too bright, no matter where you at, indoors, outdoors, that's when you use your ND filter. Don't think that you can't use certain tools because of the environment that you're in. I feel like that's what a lot of people mess up at. And I used to be one of those people that watch YouTube and people used to always say that shit like, "Oh, you shouldn't use indies in the house." But literally, ever since I started doing that, my content has been great. So definitely got to find what works. But yeah, just get creative. You know what I'm saying? Film as many angles as possible and just try to keep it very simple. And you'll be surprised with it, what you come up with. Mm, okay, there. It's called ND. So literally the letter N and D filter. So those are what turn down the brightness outside. So when it's really bright and you got your camera settings right and you like, damn, I can't change it because then I'm not gonna get the right motion blur and all of that. That's when NDs come into effect. You literally want to add it so you don't got to change your camera settings. You know, yeah, neutral density. That's a more, what I'm saying. Um, that's the correct term for it. But yeah, it's just for short. We just say ND filter. Yeah, I can delete that clip. That's in there already. All right, so what I could do is I can now go to the outdoor scenes and figure out what I want to use from it. But yeah, y'all wanna know the thing is sometimes I do crank up my shutter speed though. And I personally like to look at that. But yeah, I be liking the look of cranking up the shutter speed sometime. It depends on what I'm doing though. But I definitely don't mind cranking it up if like my ND is still not making it dark enough or it's not turning the brightness down as much as I want. I will crank up my shutter speed. I wouldn't say it's trash. I feel like if I was to have that camera, I could still get the same as that shit I'm doing. But that's just me though. Anything you put in my hand, I'm pretty much know how to create something cinematic with it. So I guess like a really quick tip too when y'all color grade, um, instead of like worrying about the actual colors, focus on detail. So when I say that, you want to is that you want to watch for your shadows, your midtones, and your highlights for each clip. So for me, this clip right here is like not it, um, and that's because it's still like the sky looks blown out. You can't really see no details in the sky, like in the clouds. Um, and I'm gonna show y'all like how to fix that. You see, pulling my highlights down, you see more detail over here. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of people just be moving these until they get a cinematic feel, but you are literally sacrificing something with everything that you tweet. So instead of just moving everything until you feel like you get this look, um, just look at your image and see what's missing. So perfect example, when I just add the color grade back, let me go back. I think it's this one, chill vibes. Yeah, so this looks pretty washed out. So I'm gonna just pull down my shadows because the shadows are missing. And honestly, that seemed like all it really needed. But at the same time, there's no 3D like separation, or I would call it like this doesn't pop to me. So turn up the contrast literally is an invisible S curve. If y'all know what that is, it literally pulls the shadows down and boosts the highlights at the same time. That's all contrast does. But doing that literally just fits this. I do feel like it's a little too much. It's a little too heavy on the shadows, so I'm gonna lift back up. But yeah, I don't never touch the saturation when I use my LUTs because they have enough color to it. I'm not a very like I don't like my videos like super colorful if that makes sense. But uh yeah, that's just me. And y'all see this shit look good. Like literally only take 10 seconds to color grade with my LUTs. And then I'm gonna turn this off so y'all can see how it looks. And then this is with it. But yeah, that's a final look. For all my outdoor scenes, I want it to look like that. You feel me? Now I'm gonna just go back and copy and paste. Now look how the sky, like pay attention to the sky. See how you see those clouds back there? That's what make your videos feel more dynamic. Is literally being able to see every detail and everything, not just a few like certain things. Some people they like this blown out look. Usually when I see this, it's like a lot of Sony users and stuff like that. I be seeing they like really high contrast and blown out highlights. Well, I ain't even say Sony users because that's kind of generalizing it. But majority of the people that film, they have the videographer look, which is blown out highlights, really contrasty, strong colors. That gives videographer. But when you get into cinematography, you want to gain detail, not lose, or you want to focus on specific details. So this is what makes my videos feel more, I guess, like cinematic. And I know that word is so overused, but it's kind of universal language at this point. People don't know anything about cameras, know what cinematic means. So that's kind of why I'll be using it. Yeah, but yeah, technically though, there's no right or wrong to this either. I want y'all to understand that. It's always a preference though, and that's what I tell people. So you do what looks right to you, and usually somebody is gonna like that style and aesthetic. But me personally, I just treat every clip like separately. Like well, I color grade each clip differently. So once I get the general color that I'm going for, after that it's just literally tweaking each scene to fit. But yeah, I think this gonna be a nice little clip when I drop it on YouTube. Cause like I said, he made the outfit and then he's gonna show him literally modeling the same fit that he put together. So that's gonna be pretty different. This walking scene is dope. Oh, you definitely gotta get creative with it. This feel like that can be the final shot, and then it'll go to something like this. Uh, mm, it'll get creative with it. Nah, for sure. Oh yeah, man. I be forgetting to say that. Every time I be forgetting there's new people that be watching sometime. But yeah, I definitely do one-on-one coaching. You know what I'm saying? I could literally teach y'all over the phone or the computer. All y'all gotta do is literally pick whatever date and time works for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Book a session. I do it by the hour. It is 150 per hour, but I clearly know what I'm doing. So yeah, shit, I could basically turn anybody's footage into the cinematic look that y'all are trying to get. To me, it's very simple, but I know starting out or shit, it took me years to really master what I'm doing. But I also don't take days off. Even when I'm not filming for clients, I always film myself or I just go out and film random things. So I'm always practicing, and that's why I'm so, I guess, good at this. And I just know like what works and what don't. But yeah, man, it's definitely something that would benefit somebody who's literally feeling stuck, like they feel like they understand a lot, but or probably don't know anything at all. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a 1 hour session where you get that literally ask me whatever you need, it literally will help. And shit, the people that have did it already seen a major difference in their content. You know. So which profile is best for online purpose? Uh, there's no such thing as that. On the best profile, I guess. Well, there is a such thing. Let me take that back. If your camera is able to shoot log, which takes out the mid tones, what are the shadows, the mid tones, and the highlights. That's literally what this is. It's V log. It's very flat. Um, a lot of people call this raw footage. When you shooting like this, is not raw. You know what I'm saying? Raw has it's an actual thing. When you get raw capabilities in your camera, you're allowed to change the white balance, ISO, all of that stuff in post. So this is not, filming raw. This is shooting in log. It's a difference. I used to always say that too, but um, the more you get into this and get more tech savvy, people will literally be confused on what you're talking about. If you're saying, "Oh yeah, I shot this raw," it's like no, it's just raw footage, but it's not filmed in raw. But yeah, trying to see, do I want to use this? I don't know if it really fit with everything else. I'm gonna say I turn the color off. I thought this would be a really dope shot at first. It don't make sense. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Nah, I don't like it. I'll take all that shit out. And that's the thing too, when you be editing, you know what I'm saying? I say this every live session, but this is something that a lot of y'all need to hear. Don't force clips to be in the timeline. Like if it really don't make sense, just delete it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this shit might seem cool to y'all, but it's like, what does this have to do with outfit technically? And you can't even see any details from there, really. Right here you kind of can, but it just feels very like thrown in. It just I don't know. I ain't really feeling it. This shot is okay. He hilarious fist chasing after the bus. Then it's the other fit that he had on. So he did two different looks. And I see why they say you should separate, you know what I'm saying, for two different nodes. Because when you do your color correction, you could just, you know what I'm saying, focus on that. So I don't know, man. I might graduate to two nodes just so I can make people happy, I guess. Tips on color grading. Damn, man, you don't jump in late. I just went over that. But shit, I would say if you don't know anything about color grading, you should definitely invest into Luts. Um, Luts are called lookup. They stand for lookup tables, which that shit don't really matter to know what it the real name of it is. But yeah, so this is just adding a color preset on top. This is my personal preset that I use. I use this for all my videos, and then you just want to color correct. Usually, some clips could be perfectly exposed to where you could just slap the LUT on it and go. Usually, that only happens when you film the actual footage with the LUT that you're previewing live at the same time in your camera. So when I be filming, I actually see this type of color as I'm doing it. So it makes it easy for me to like expose properly for my color grade because I'm literally seeing the final look as I'm filming. So if your camera is capable of doing that, you want to definitely buy some LUTs and put them inside your camera. My LUTs do work inside of the Sony. I had somebody pull up to the creator meetup, and he was showing me footage that he filmed. Well, he was showing me his camera, and I think he had the Sony FS30, and I didn't even know you could import my LUTs inside of that. So that was something that I needed to, I guess discover because a lot of people feel like you gotta have the Lumets to see this type of color while you filming, and that's not true. He also said that my LUTs work very well with his FX30. Uh, and yeah, I literally seen him using it at the same time. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Once you add the LUT, it's just all about color correction. And in this situation, I just want to turn down the shadows a little bit to kind of, what I'm saying, reduce some of that noise. And then I want to boost up my highlights just because of the details of the, what I'm saying, the chain right here. And as you can see, like as I'm turning it down, it looks very dull, but you want detail to pop. Like I tell y'all all the time, I focus on detail, not colors. So in this situation, the highlights could be boosted up only because it's not showing the person's skin tone and stuff like that. So in those shots, you can always over exaggerate stuff a little bit more. But when you get to the actual person, you want to, be very tedious and subtle with your color grade. Um, this do look kind of washed out. Well, not washed out. It looks desaturated, but I really think this is a nice aesthetic for this one. Um, yeah. But yeah, I definitely do teach this shit. Y'all can DM me. I'll send y'all the link for it. But yeah, y'all can book a one-on-one session. I could really see how you actually edit and color grade, and I can help you tweak whatever you got going on. I think that would be much better than just generalizing the way to color grade, because you might be doing something completely different. So when you book the session, I literally critique the work and I let you know what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong, to achieve the cinematic look. Oh yeah, you could be a complete beginner too. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I actually like working with people that don't know anything because for some reason I speak. I don't know. It's like the way I break things down. I see people who don't know anything. They be really confident after like talking to me about it, and it's because I just know how to like break it down into like the easiest like I know how to create the easiest process for people who's trying to make content, and it's really not as complicated as people make it seem. That's why I use a lot of people that watch my YouTube channel and stuff like that. They don't really like watching nobody else because I don't know. People are always trying to constantly sell you on shit. I'm not really here to do that. I truly just be letting y'all, what I'm saying, watch me work and give me y'all honest, feedback on what I'm doing. So yeah, bro, I love to bounce back and forth with Adobe, DaVinci shooting SR3 to Red 709. Now that's something that a lot of people be on me about. I don't really do the Red 709 thing. Like it just, yeah, I don't know. Like I don't really do the color space transformation thing all the time. Now my Luts do have the Red 709 to it, I guess, but not all of them. Some of them I like the weird colors that it gets. It's not super like technical. But yeah, Red 709 is cool, but yeah, it depends. I don't think that works for everything. Yeah, so I be using ND filters. If my ND is not dark enough, I just crank up my shutter speed. Especially when I'm doing super slow mo shots. I love cranking up my shutter speed anyway, just because I want to be able to freeze the frame and get really clean like stills. We're gonna turn this up. Yeah, definitely want to. You say, can I get this same cinematic look with my A7 IV? Hell yeah, of course. It's all about just using the right focal length, shallow depth of field, and shit color grade for real. This is DaVinci Resolve. It said, "What do you shoot on currently with the FS30?" Yeah, that's a great camera. I'm using the Lumix S5 too. So yeah. Uh, Now I want to plug in. Damn, where is this shit at? Oh, I can see it here now. So I'm gonna plug up my. I want to let y'all see this other shit I'm working on. Let's see. I'm actually gonna drop this episode today on YouTube. So I have this. I don't even know. Like, is this considered a podcast? I don't know if that's what I would call it, but uh, let me show you. I got this other project that I'm doing. So yeah, it's called the Green Box. Yeah, I definitely sell Luts. Yeah, I got the link in my bio for it. I think if not, just DM me. I'll send it to you personally. They need to change that on TikTok too. Like I hate that you send DMs for links and people have to copy and paste it to their browser. But yeah, like they need to make it to where you could just click on it and then take you straight to the link. But yeah, I filmed this 2 days ago with my boy Dre TL. So y'all the first to actually see the look of it. Um, Now what's crazy is there's only two camera angles that I use for this entire like interview slash podcast. Um, Now I want y'all to tell me which scene is the S52, and I want y'all to let me know which one is the Black Magic, the Ursa Mini. So we got this camera angle. Man, it's been a minute, bro. I had last time we linked was the performance at GSU. So we got which one y'all think is the Black Magic and which one is the Panasonic? Yeah, and this shit right here gonna go up because he I don't know if y'all familiar with Dre TL. Shout out to my boy, man. He was on the show Rhythm and Flow on Netflix. He won first place. But I actually filmed like basically all his music videos and shit now. And what's crazy is before I even knew who he was on set of this one music video I was assisting my intern with. And we ended up working together after that. And, kind of find out a few months later, he went on the show and shit, and he won first place. And I had no idea about it because I don't watch TV like that. So when I came across his Instagram again, I just seen a lot of people in his comments and shit going crazy. I'm like, damn, oh shit, bro, got a lot going on. And then I seen that people was talking about, he was on the show, and I looked it up. I'm like, wow, I didn't even know this nigga was on Netflix. So that was crazy. But yeah, he's really dope. But yeah, so this first shot right here is the Ursa Mini. This wide angle I shot with the 18 to 35, and then right here is the Panasonic S52. Now, something that I'm not really proud of with this is a lot of this is out of focus, but on me. But I kind of feel like I'm not really the main focus when I do these interviews. You know what I'm saying? Or this podcast is more so to bring awareness to the people that I'm sitting with too. So what's gonna be dope about this is he's literally dropping his album tomorrow. So today would be the best time to drop this podcast / interview, I guess. And yeah, it's gonna be like roughly like 40 something minutes. I ain't gonna lie. But we talked about a lot, and I think this gonna benefit a lot of people just off the simple fact of hold on, why that shit doing that? But yeah, I think it's gonna benefit a lot of people with the stuff we was talking about because we literally are talking about how to go from nothing to something pretty much. And his process is pretty interesting though. Me say you should have put focus on wide mode. So the thing is, I did have the autofocus on the S52, but I literally left the box. So the way it works is a box that you have to put on the screen, and you basically have to tap the screen on where you wanted to focus at. And I could tell it was. I tried to like pick this general area here so it can pick up both of us, but by him sitting in the foreground, it kind of made me the background. And I shot at like 1.8. So this is another reason why shooting with high apertures can really work against you. But I knew it was going to get dark, and as this goes on, you can literally see the sun is literally starting to set, and see it's getting darker. But for some reason, I don't mind it though. Like me being out of focus, it doesn't really bother me like that. You feel me? So
me and that guy is turning around, and I mean like
damn, something got thrown off here.
Right here. Yeah. Wait, how long have you been doing music though? Like how you said overnight, like it can happen, but what people don't realize.
I love the audio though. I'm not gonna lie. Like those Hollywood mics, amazing.
Is that you have to be ready for the moment. So like, let's just say like a video you make right now. Let's just say it gets 100 million views. Right?
Oh no, he is an artist. Like, yeah, he's definitely an artist. And what's gonna be dope is he's the first person that did a freestyle at the Green Boss too. So I know his fan base is gonna like that because they love when he do freestyles and shit. And I thought he'd be the perfect person to do that. Be the first to do it on this podcast. So yeah, towards the end he does like a freestyle, and then yeah, we just kind of went over talking about just being in our fields. Me being a cinematographer or just being a person that creates content, and him being an artist, like just kind of like exposing like what it's like to be in our worlds, pretty much. I think it's gonna be really good to hear for a lot of people because he was in college and he just paid to get on this one. What was it? He paid to perform on one of these little platforms, and he said he spent $250 on it, and 2 years later that got him on Netflix. So it just it's gonna be really inspirational to people that's trying to make it because all it takes is hard work and dedication, but you got to definitely apply yourself first. You know what I'm saying?
Work your ass off to put yourself in a position where luck might happen. Yeah. So it's like I gotta put myself in a lucky position. Like for me,
I actually need to finish this shit. Like
I got on Rhythm and Flow because like I told you, I was rapping. Yeah. Even though I didn't have no views, I was going on platforms. Yeah. So the way they cast that show is they literally go to the cities. They call the radio host.
I'm from Atlanta, bro. I'm about to be in LA literally on the 20th. So I'm about to be in LA from the 20th to the 25th. I'm gonna be out there creating content. I didn't even let nobody know that yet, but y'all the first to know. So y'all will be seeing me Prime ATL creating some content in LA, and I haven't been out there since 2017. But I just know for a fact I'm about to really go crazy, bro. Like I'm gonna have so much dope shit to post.
He recommended me for Rhythm and Flow, mind you, not because he my cousin, not because he know me, not as a favor. He didn't know me, and he has a platform that hundreds of rappers been on.
Oh yeah, I do this a lot, man. I probably get tired of seeing me, especially in the next couple days. I'm gonna be live streaming shit a lot.
The Rhythm and Flow said was, we looking for some younger artists from Atlanta who can rap. And he called me without knowing me. He just said, I like your style that you did on my platform. So I put myself in a position to even get quote unquote lucky. So that's crazy. And then it's like, and I feel like that's how it's a blessing too, because out of all these people that went on there, like you got chosen. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you win the first place. So that's insane.
Let's see, damn, what's here? But yeah, man, I'm working on that too. I need to get that shit finished. He said, what computer do you edit on? Would you recommend it? I have a 2020 Mac Mini M1. Shit, this is an M1. So, yeah, I had the M1 chip in here, 16 gigs of RAM, and then it's 1 terabyte 1 terabyte SSD.
$250 and $500. $250 and $500.
All right, we gotta go back.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then win the first place. So that's insane. Like, right? And the crazy, what's even more crazy is to go on the platform High of Life for Mike Sick.
Yeah, High of Life. That's what the platform we went on.
I had to put up bread to go on that platform.
You need another editor on the team for sure. But let me say, I guess what I have to realize is even when I don't feel like doing something, I have to realize that if I don't do it, it's not gonna get done at all. So literally being the only person on your team, or are being, wearing all these different hats, you do get burnt out. But you just gotta, I don't know, you just gotta not overthink and just work on getting the shit done. I feel like we be too much of a perfectionist, and I think that's why editing and shit like that get dreadful. I like to get straight to the point. So for me, I just make this shit more simple now. And yeah, sometimes I do just be like, man, I don't feel like editing this. But it's usually projects that I'm not passionate about. That's when I start feeling like that.
Right. I think I can't remember. It was between like $250 and $500. So at the time, right? Yeah. That's crazy, right? Yeah. So at the time,
I really like that he said how much it took for him to, invest in, like, performing on that platform and shit, and that literally got him picked for Netflix 2 years later. Cause a lot of these artists, they be so cheap and shit like that. And I basically, what I'm saying, said something about that too. If you somebody that don't like spending the money with an actual person, then invest into learning how to do the shit yourself. And that's what I did. Before this whole camera shit, I used to do music, and I wanted to be an artist. So the reason why I even started filming is because I was doing my own music videos. I had no idea I was passionate or good at it. It literally just stemmed from me being cheap as hell, like feeling like I'm not finna be paying somebody I don't know 500, or I could just buy a camera for 500 and learn how to do this shit. And then it's like I got a lifetime. I have an unlimited amount of content I can film after I learn this shit. So once I had that mentality of doing it myself, I eventually got to the point where it got really good, and then people started booking me to do their shit, and then now I'm here. So
a crazy amount of money being in college.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really how this shit went, bro. And and I tell people this, I was good at, I try to get people to see what I was saying, basically I try to get people to visualize what I was saying, and then now my visuals say everything for me. So it's like it went from me talking about things and try to get people to see it to literally I don't say nothing at all and they still understand what I'm saying. It's like it's crazy, bro. It's like a universal language, pretty much. The same way I used to freestyle with music and shit like that, I just do the same thing with the camera. And it's strange, bro, how everything just kind of falls in the same.
Right, that's crazy, right? Being it.
So that's why when I be hearing these artist testimonies, it be really inspiring to me too, because yeah, I didn't go nowhere with the music technically, but the music got me to be in this space in a sense. So it's like some things are not really your actual purpose. You just are meant to discover your true purpose in the midst of it. So yeah, music was something I was doing from like the age of 6 all the way up to like technically 23 is when I decided that I just don't care to be an artist no more. And then it went from that to me basically just starting to take the video shit serious. And then I ain't gonna lie to y'all, literally within the first year of me filming content and shit, I got flew out to Hawaii to film for artists, all that type of shit. But doing music, it would have took me so much longer to get to that. And then when I realized, I'm like, shit, if I wanted to really be serious with music and still do this video stuff, it would be much easier because you know why? I'm literally filming for some of the artists that I couldn't even get in contact with. So I could literally build a real relationship with these people. And if I wanted them to be featured on songs and shit, it would be nothing because I filmed their content. So they would actually want to do that just to, be like, well, shit, you do this, like, shit, just film content for me. So it could be a nice trade off. But I just truly lost the passion for music completely.
Type of kid who went out to college getting an allowance.
So that's kind of like how that went for me. But
the type of kid who went out to college going.
Only thing I do music wise now is I be producing a lot of the beats that y'all be hearing in these vlogs. A lot of the beats be me making them.
Class. So to me, that 255 100.
It said, do you feel like the fact that you had connections for videography because of music background? I say yes and no, because my connects didn't really come from me making music. It came from doing video stuff, and then sometimes I'll be just randomly just be playing my shit and something like that, and then artists like, damn, who is this, or things like that, and then but it just, yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you're a person that's trying to do both, I would honestly use the videography to get in. You feel me? Yeah, I would use that to get in certain rooms, and then saying you can expose like, hey, I'm an actual artist too, because you never know who might want to tap in, and you might fuck around and get signed. But I truly ain't gonna lie, I don't really care to be an artist, and this for several reasons. Being an artist, and I mean, it's kind of contradictory to what I'm becoming now because people are actually still knowing me by face and name the same way they would if I was an artist. But it's much different being a camera person. We're not like idolized only to other creators, but to the average person, they'll probably just walk right past me. You know what I'm saying? But being an artist, you're very well known, and it's just I don't know. I feel like it's a dark space too, doing music sometimes.
Whatever that amount was that.
But yeah, it's one of those things where I wouldn't care to like be a super like big artist, and everywhere you go, you can't even go shopping in the goddamn grocery store without people trying to, take pictures with you and shit like that. And like I said, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I think even though I tried to avoid that for the longest, me finally accepting that, trying to be mysterious and trying to be the person that's low key and out the way. Yeah, I can do that for, if I wanted to just have my name noticed. But I feel like my presence on camera, it speaks. I don't know, it makes what I'm saying a lot more powerful when people actually see the person behind it. So me kind of like going from that mindset to now being the person in front of the camera, uh, it's a major difference already.
Sacrifice, you going.
I'm gonna text you on Instagram. All right, bet. You say you record everything in S-Log. Nah, I'm shooting in V-Log. The beats be hard too. I appreciate that. So what are you trying to do with the scene? I'm a master class Black Magic certified colorist. You new to this. They say you new to using this for coloring. I'm not new to it. So as far as what I'm trying to achieve, I mean, shit, I have my own aesthetic and look that I go for pretty much all of my videos. So I'm not the type of person that jump in DaVinci Resolve and I'm trying to like create this crazy unique look every single time. Nah, I be using my color grade presets. Literally my color grade, which I already been did the work of figuring out how the color is gonna be, and then I just color correct on top of it. So that's kind of my process. I know for colorists, y'all be very tedious and technical. Y'all be liking to goddamn have all these nodes. I just don't really get into that too much, me personally. I feel like less is more.
What's going on?
And honestly, shit, I have been called out by a few colorists, and they'll say shit like, "Oh, what you doing is wrong," or you teaching the people the wrong way. But I say, okay, let me ask you one question. So you tell me what I'm doing is wrong the way the process looks, right? But is the actual color grade right or wrong? They like, well, the color you're getting, yeah, it looks right, but the way that you're doing is wrong. I'm like, that makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? So um you can't tell somebody something is wrong if they still are getting the same exact look or very similar to what you're doing with all of these extra steps. So for me, I always teach people that it's a preference. Like if you want to be hella technical, I'm not the person to watch. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I literally break rules on purpose. So if you're trying to go by the book, I'm not the right person to learn from. And I'm just be very transparent because I didn't go to school for this shit and I don't plan to. Honestly, a lot of people that intern with me did go to school and they still don't have a certain look. You feel what I'm saying? So, and that's because I literally don't do what everybody else is taught to do. So you naturally are going to stand out. And on the best analogy for it is, I say this all the time. People on YouTube have heard this plenty of times. If you step foot in school, right, and everybody have on a uniform, and you the only person that show up without it, is very like obvious you're gonna be the one that stands out, right? So I approach my creativity that way too. If I see everybody doing a certain thing, I'm going to literally do the complete opposite. And that maybe that's just because I'm hard headed in real life, but I use that to my advantage in filmmaking and with my creativity. People that have the best work are usually the ones that literally just are in their own lane. You know what I'm saying? Like you cannot compare them to anybody. So to not be compared is to literally not do what everybody else is doing. You feel what I'm saying? I just think that's the most logical way. You say if you came to a movie studio saying that you want to get the job at all, well, how about this? I'm not trying to get the job at all. My content, I'm gonna where I'm at, bro. Like I'm not working to work for anybody. So when you say that, that doesn't bother me because I'm not trying to get hired by anybody. I work for myself and I do this shit full time. So like we're and that's the thing. A lot of people are trying to get jobs, right? I literally am the job. You know what I'm saying? So
Is it art?
I get booked all the time. I have worked with big celebrities, all type of shit on what I'm doing. So for me, it's like I be hearing that, but it's like I don't have the same drive and purpose as y'all do. So you gotta you gotta understand what a person is doing it for. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to get booked on movie sets and shit, great. Go to school for it. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? At all.
Like sexy red variety
You
scientist.
feel me? So I'm self-taught. I don't work no job. I do this shit. I wake up when I want. I go to sleep when I want. I'm up editing early. I make money off my Luts, a good amount every month. You know what I'm saying? To where I don't even gotta work a job. So it's just it depends on the purpose, bro. And shit, also the person. So like I said, it's one of those things where I do respect colorists and all that shit, but y'all be a little too like nitpicky with stuff too, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? I did give y'all a coupon, man. Shit is buy one get one half off on the Lex. And like I said, this shit only take 10 seconds to literally color grade with the presets I got. And like I said, if y'all want to be hella technical, y'all can go tap in with my guy, Negative View. And I ain't gonna lie, I would love to see your work. I want to see like how this colorist shit really look. You feel me? I'm not even trying to be funny. So my LUTs are $50 each. If you buy two packs, they'll be 75 total. But anybody that's in here right now, and I don't know if on YouTube, right? If y'all really have used my LUTs, I want y'all to go. I don't even gotta say much, bro. If y'all go to my YouTube channel, y'all see a lot of people have purchased LUTs and they leave like, bro, it's the best shit I have used. Um, Exactly. That's what I'm saying. People do hire for that because you gotta think about it. You have your own look. Yeah, you can go hire all these different people that do certain shit, but we want your specific look, so we have to hire you specifically. And I learned that, so I don't really be caring about what people be talking about. And a lot of these people that give me advice on, shit, they're not working for themselves. So it's like if a person is not doing what you're trying to do, then how the hell can I take advice from you? You know what I'm saying? It's real shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though. I'm just talking real. What's the LUT? So the LUTs are it's called. I mean, the technical term is lookup tables, but it's literally just a preset. So the best way I'm gonna dumb it down even more is like using filters, like for your color grade. So without it, it would look something like this. So this is how the footage looks. It looks ashy as hell. So but that's only because I'm shooting in log. So a lot of people don't understand what log footage does. Is it takes out the shadows, the mid tones, and the highlights, just for you to and all of the saturation, just for you to dial things back into your liking. So if you are using cameras that have the color baked into it already, is you're not going to be able to really push, the colors as much unless you do a color space transformation and all that technical shit. But I bet, yeah, shit, make your phone call. But yeah. So this right here is a preset that I made, and it literally gives you the look within seconds. So I'm gonna reset this, right? Y'all see this? I'm gonna show y'all how fast I do this shit. So this is my chill vibes LUT. Now I'm gonna click on this one because it looks like it needs a little bit of tweaking, right? I just double clicked on it. It's on the footage. And then all I do is I like to tweak my shadows sometime, and it depends on the way that you filmed it. So pulling down the shadows, it gives it that feel already. And then I want to turn up my highlights a little bit, and yeah. And then like in this scene, I probably would push the I could push the temperature down, but I kind of like the blue tones. I just want a little bit of the skin tone to pop more. And then yeah, that could be the final color grade. So that literally just took 15 seconds, you know. So for some people, they'll like I said, they'll probably like, bro, like you just use LUTs, but this is literally my preset. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm using somebody else shit and doing something on top of it. This is literally the look that I already created to make it easier. And then yeah, you just color correct. It's very simple. And then if you want to copy and paste, you just hit Command C on the clip that you got highlighted. Then you just go over to the next one, and then you just hit Command V. But also with each clip, you should have to color correct separately. So every shot is not gonna have the same lighting, and that just common sense. I don't give a damn if it's a cloudy day or whatever. The lighting is going to change depending on what's in the frame. So, like right here, he's literally blocking up most of the frame, but here you can see just the chain. It looks really dope. So with the presets, can it only be used? No, it can be used on phones with whatever use cube LUTs. I mean on cube files. So if it's a CUBE files or whatever, you can literally use them in any program that allows you to use those, which is Luma Fusion. If you're on iPads and shit like that, they got DaVinci Resolve for the iPad. Uh, you can use it on Premiere Pro, Adobe products. You can use it on Final Cut and shit. I use DaVinci Resolve. I did use CapCut, but they talk about now they starting to get full rights to people like content that they put on there. So y'all will not catch me in CapCut no more. That shit dead. It kind of sucks too because it makes my workflow so much faster for certain things. But yeah, I'm good on that. Yeah, it definitely works in CapCut for sure. Yeah, this scene right here really dark. So I'm gonna push this towards warm, and that's crazy. All I had to do was double click to add the look, and then I just turned up the temperature. I didn't even have to tweak the highlights or anything. I could if I wanted to. Yeah, nah, for sure, man. That's what this shit all about. Um, it says is that the free version of DaVinci? Nah, this is the studio. Hey, kid. Look at that. Why? You up? You want to sit with Dad? Come on. Yes, I prefer Final Cut. I use Luts too because I have everything at Apple, so it's easier. Yeah, so this is DaVinci Resolve. Uh, but yeah. So what do y'all edit and film with? Like, what y'all shoot and edit with? This kid. A74 Premiere Pro. That's what's up. I used to try to get into Premiere Pro. I just couldn't wrap my fingers around that shit, man. I don't know what it is, bro. Now look, I'm gonna let y'all see this music video. I probably should go ahead and edit this shit. Um, this right here, I just wanted to mostly color grade it. I'm gonna go back and put something together later for it. Where you going, kid? Are you breaking it? He bringing the damn blanket. I don't want you over here with me, man. Why? Come on. Ow. My bad. Come on. You want to bring a blanket? The Lumix G7, bro. Y'all know that was my first camera too. By the way, shout out to the Lumix G7 users, man. I ain't know we still had people using those in 2025. I had that shit in 2016. That's crazy, man. But you say, I shoot with the Sony A7 IV, iPhone 16. Now, how y'all feel about the iPhone 16? Do y'all really feel like it's a difference between the 15 and the new one? Yeah, everybody love that Sony, man. I ain't gonna lie. Sony is cool, but it's a little too sharp for my liking. You feel me? Like it looks very digital. And there's ways to tweak that shit to make it look technically cinematic. But yeah, man. Now I'm about to let y'all see this music video. These bro, when y'all see these shots, bro, this right here let me know I'm on a different level. Um, it's actually in the same timeline. I was like, wow. So let me turn this music off. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this music video because it needs to be done anyway. I don't know if y'all care to watch me do this shit right now, but shoot log and not in auto. Yeah. If y'all like who in here still shoot on auto? Yeah, let's go ahead and figure that out, man. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you film anything auto, that's why your footage ain't cinematic. Cause that phone don't know what the hell you want it to be. And any camera or phone on auto is just you just set yourself up for failure, especially with color grading. That shit gonna give you the biggest headache ever. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta shoot a manual, man. A lot of y'all be intimidated by that, but I'm telling you, bro, that shit is a headache. Just this, bro. The first 4 seconds, let motherfuckers know like what to expect. Uh, this is a video I shot for Tracy T. This shit here look amazing, bro. Highest levels. Yeah, we look for the roof and the ceiling on my sky. Still going up top, nigga. Spaceman, Moon Man, Tracy. Still, nigga. I appreciate the follows too, man. Said one last question. Yeah, man, I can't answer no more questions, bro. I'll just play. What you got? Keep your eyes watching, they ears listening. Blink twice, you might miss me, nigga. Yeah. Still back to back, still falling. Big eagle, nigga, still sawing. Yeah, I'm tired of answering questions, man. I just play. It said for the Luts you made, it has to be shot with no, it could be used with any camera, pretty much. Especially if you're using DaVinci Resolve, you can literally convert any color space to Vlog. So I shoot Vlog. Okay, got the hell on. Now I'm gonna basically mind blow y'all too. Do y'all know that, bro? All my slow mo shots are only 1080p. Y'all want to know that? Y'all want to know that if I didn't tell y'all, but yeah, all of my super slow mo is always 1080p. Always remember that. And shit, I swear to God, bro, my camera only does 1080p over 120 and shit like that. I don't have that 4K 120 that a lot of cameras got. This shit only 1080, bro. Nah, it's just that's all my camera can do with that super slow motion. I have the S5 II Panasonic, and back to what Ray said because Ray got a lot of questions, which I'm actually great. I'm happy about that. Not really. It's a lot of questions, but yeah, it works for all cameras though, bro. Most definitely. And like I said, one thing about me, if y'all ever buy my Luts and y'all have any issues as far as color grading it, just let me know. I'll literally help y'all out. It's never an issue. I'm not doing shit to hinder y'all. I'm doing shit to help. So if you buy it and it's some bullshit, please let me know that too. Because I'm always trying to improve. I did just have a colorist that told me I would not get a job in Hollywood with the shit I'm doing. So yeah, that kind of like hurt my feelings, but I like, damn, bro, I never get a job. That's crazy. And it's even more crazy. I never plan on working another one. So it's like, damn, that really hurts me, bro. Damn. It's like I'm being fake hurt because it's like this shit don't apply to me. I don't listen to people. I told y'all one thing and I want y'all to really take notice. I'm hard headed as hell. I do not listen, bro. So especially when it's like that's why I can't work jobs for that reason. I'm not going to listen to a motherfucker that don't even have more sense than me. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't really teach me anything. Why are you the manager? Why am I following anything you saying just because you have a certain job title? I'm not hearing that shit, bro. Like that's like trying to tell me how to color grade and you don't know shit about it at all. Like you just got hired to be the colorist and you really been doing this shit 2 years and I've been doing it 8 years self-taught and I know more than you. But just because your job title, I gotta listen to whatever you say. I'm not going for that. That shit not gonna work. Nah, you good, Ray. I'm just talking shit, bro. Don't listen to me. I think it's great that you're asking questions. You know what I'm saying? All right, but anyway, I'm gonna lock in. I pretty much got this shit lined up already. When it comes to shooting in the daytime, the sun, and always say in the sun, do you use a filter? Yeah, we got to use ND filters, neutral density filters. It reduces the sunlight outside. Let me show y'all what this shit look like. So this is an ND filter. Y'all can literally see. Look, y'all see what it's doing to the sky? Like, say if this is too bright, this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? You see how it turns it down? It's like basically putting shades in front of your camera lens. I hate saying that because every YouTube video they say that same shit. But I mean, it's the best way to break it down. It literally reduces the brightness. So um, the higher the stops are, the more that it reduces. So this is only 3 stops. If I wanted something that was darker, then you go up to like 6. But if I were y'all, I would recommend a 3 to 6 stop ND filter. No, 3 to 9 stops. Yeah. So whatever lens you got, you find the actual size of it. This is a 67 millimeter. This fits on the front ring of my lens. And then you want to get 3 to 6. No, I keep saying that. Get 3 to 9 stops. Type in 3 to 9 stop ND filter. For whatever camera that lens that y'all got, y'all gonna thank me later. That's all I'm gonna say. But without the ND filter, this shit would not look like this. And it doesn't do anything to the colors and all of that. It just literally reduces the brightness to where you can keep your same camera settings without changing anything, but the filter. That's really all that shit is. I think DaVinci Resolve is great.
Yeah, we looking for the roof and the ceiling on my sky. Still going up top, nigga. Spaceman, Moon Man, Tracy. Still, nigga, yeah, I'm telling you what's going on. Keep your eyes watching, they ears listening. Blink twice, you might miss me, nigga. Yeah. Still back to back, still farting. Big eagle, nigga, still sawing. Blink twice, you might miss me, nigga. Yeah. Still back to back, still farting. Big eagle, nigga, still sawing. Still.
It said, do you think a polarizer is needed for filmmaking or just stylistic? I think whatever tool is going to help with the look that you're going for is needed. I don't really put certain things like, oh yeah, I gotta have this to make this shit look cinematic. No, it really depends on your style and what you're going for. Some people just, freestyle everything, and I'm one of those people. I go for whatever works for what I'm doing. So shit, I might turn my shutter speed up to the goddamn infinity. And yeah, it might be wrong to a lot of people, but this shit look right. And that's really all that matters, bro. You gotta think about it. Visually, we go off of the eyes. So long as the eyes say this shit feels right, it's technically not wrong, So just lock in on that. But yeah, I like using whatever is gonna get the job done to my liking, pretty much. And that's the best way to approach this shit. I promise you. It saves a headache when you start thinking this way. But I don't know. Maybe y'all not hard headed enough. You know what I'm saying? I would hope y'all not being hard headed right now. And this shit I'm going to tell y'all not going to take note of it because it's still what works. But
keep your eyes watching, they ears listening. Blink twice, you might miss me, nigga. Yeah. Still back to back, still far.
See, like this right here, this is a high shutter speed look. Y'all see that? Like, how can y'all tell that it's high shutter speed? First of all, it's high lagging right now. But for music videos, I love high shutter speed because it gives that action feel to it. And me personally, my favorite style of movies is action. So they use high shutter speeds a lot.
Still far, big eagle, nigga, still sawing. Still think of fucking eagle, nigga, still sawing. Still think of fucking with the sawyer. Still fucking like I'm still hard. Got it on the stage while I'm performing.
Yeah, this shit look amazing though. All right, let me go back up because y'all started spamming a lot of comments here. It say if you're shooting in a controlled environment, you're fine. I only use mine outside. Um, yeah. Let me see. What did you have your white balance on? I keep my white balance on 7,900 Kelvin. That's just me personally. I like the warm temperature, especially on like black skin tones. Uh, warm. The warm complements our skin for sure. Still fucking like I'm still horny. Got it on the stage while I'm performing. Ain't good, but I feel the hunger. It's a long way from the corner. Dressed it up, niggas still fuck. Lost it all, it made a. Think about it, bro. You keep going to that same goddamn B-roll. That's real funny. You say I was told to say at 2.8. I'm gonna tell you right now. Go to whoever said that and block them. Anybody telling you to stay at a certain f-stop is crazy. That shit, it don't work like that. It goes off. It's a case by case thing. So if you want more in focus, you should turn it up. If you want more blur around the subject, you should go lower than that. I always do 1.8. You know what I'm saying? Whoever told you that, I would literally block them for good on all platforms, phones, whatever you can, because they trying to basically keep you limited on your creativity. Yeah, I would block them for sure. That's just me personally. I block people for pretty much anything. That's just me. Yeah, and I feel great about it because some people give you bullshit advice, and I don't really like that. So what I'm telling y'all is the honest, it's the real. You know, I'm gonna say the shit that people just don't want to say because it might fuck up what they got going on or what they trying to sell to y'all. I feel like I'm not a salesman, so if people gonna buy into anything I got going on, they're gonna do it regardless. I don't feel like I gotta persuade y'all on anything. So don't ever take it as I'm trying to make it seem as if, oh, you gotta do what I'm doing or it's wrong. But no. If you are hard headed just like me, you're in the right space because we just don't listen to a lot of people. But it's rare you come across somebody you be like, damn, you know what? I'm gonna actually listen to this person. So that's how I am. Oh, I'm forgetting on YouTube. It say, can you show your projector settings like color management? For sure. Yeah, my bad, man. I'm over here on TikTok. But yeah, this is my setup. You know what I'm saying? I don't even understand what the hell any of this means. Yeah, this Tracy T, man. That's my boy. But yeah, man, I shot the music video for him 2 days ago. We get that shit done too. But yeah, I don't know what any of this means. Red 709 Gammon 2.4. I didn't go to school for this shit. I just saw a YouTube video and everybody say something different about this. I still be having to tweak my colors after I export sometimes. So I don't know what the hell that shit really does, but I'm gonna just pray that it is right because YouTube told me that that's the right shit to put. I should have asked the expert when he hopped in. I'm using DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, so this is what I'm editing in. Yeah. Now I like this. We got the scene when they supposed to turn it up. That beat give me goddamn Call of Duty main menu vibes. It's like when you fall asleep with Call of Duty just on, you just hear that goddamn music playing. That's what I feel. You said, Jake, what's going on, man? Good morning. It said, just learn how to color grade, bro. It's a lot to learn, but definitely worth it. Oh, man. Like, I'm going to put it like this. If you want to skip past all that super in-depth learning shit, just buy Luts and then just learn how to color correct them. I promise you, bro, you will save yourself a headache. You will literally save years of trying to learn this shit. Because, to be honest, bro, being like trying to color grade each clip, yeah, it's a great skill set to have, but it's not always necessary. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real. And like I tell people, this is how the shit look without it. You know what I'm saying? This is with the preset and just a minor color correction. But if I was to try to, and let me show you, I'm gonna actually just, I'm gonna do what these motherfuckers on YouTube be telling y'all to do. Um, they want you to go through all this 5 to 6 motherfucking old tree shit. I'm just not with it, bro. I just don't care to do it. Maybe I'm too lazy, but I feel like if I gotta go through all this and I'm still not really that happy with the final look of it, what's the point? But I'm gonna just do what they try to get you to do. So we got the color space transformation. I'm gonna take it from Panasonic. Oh hell no, that's what the hell is that? Um, so we're gonna just change it to Vlog. Yeah, man, just buy the Luts and tweet, man. I sell these presets too. If y'all want my exact color grade, y'all can go buy it. Um, the link is in my bio for it. It's only $50 for the Luts, but you know these are my signature looks. So what y'all getting is like some shit that everybody else just don't have. You know what I'm saying? When you buy my Luts, I don't color grade the same way as everybody else, so it's naturally going to look different. It's going to be noticeable that you have a different aesthetic when you do use them. But yeah, this is the way that you know the colorist just wanted me to do. You know what I'm saying? This don't look bad. This shit don't look great either though. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks very just clean, basic. It's it's no actual feel to it yet, right? So I could change my temperature a little bit, pull down contrast, I guess, reduce the highlights. But let me show y'all a different clip. Like we can go here. But y'all see how like it's clean, but it's not like I don't know how to explain it. It don't really got that feel to it versus this, you know. And it's not about it having the blue tones and shit. I truly just don't feel like that Red 709 look just does it for me. Like it looks very commercial. I'm not shooting goddamn commercials. You feel what I'm saying? Like at least not right now. Um, I'm doing vlogs, so it's like meant to be more expressive. And music videos are, you gotta match the aesthetic. See, that's my color grade. This is the Red 709 conversion shit. Now, to a lot of y'all might be like, well, shit, that shit look clean, but this is literally the same as that look everybody else is getting. That's why I don't like the shit. It's like when I see this, I feel like another YouTuber that just color graded. You know what I'm saying? And then I can go and tweak and do film grain and all that shit. But bro, I'm just not into it. I'm just be honest. Yeah, it do for sure. It does bring back the colors, but like I said, for me personally, I just I like the colors that I'm getting without doing the Red 709. And technically, they say when I put it on certain monitors, the shit gonna look bad, but I haven't had anybody reach out to me like, "Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro, your color grade look like some bullshit on this screen, bro." Like, I have never heard that. So it's like a lot of time we trying to please other camera people, but you gotta realize the people that's really watching our shit is regular consumers. They don't know shit about a color grade. So you trying to get hella technical with all this Red 709 shit for people that doesn't even know what that is. So it's like once I broke myself out of that mindset, it started getting very easy to like create without caring so much because that's real shit. Like well, before you knew anything about cameras, did you look at him like, oh hell no, I can't watch this, bro. This shit ain't Red 709, bro. You do not know that. So I'm not saying that you should get into the practice of not giving a fuck what people think. But I would suggest that you should, I promise you that it'll make your content so much better because you don't overthink that process no more. Now, like I said, depending on the project or the client, they might want that, and that's when you need to know how to do it. But yeah, the LUTs are $50. Like, and if you buy 2 LUT packs, which so I would highly suggest too. Not because I make more money doing it, but it's because they have different aesthetics. The Prime ATL LUTs, or I think it's the Prime LUT pack, that one works mostly for all cameras. The one that I'm using for this it's the Prime LUTs. This is my most recent drop. But let me go to another shot so y'all can really see. Like, and I'm gonna just literally show y'all this shit in real time. Like, y'all see right here, I'm just skimming over the LUT. So it takes it from this to that. Now, for a lot of y'all, this can be a final look. You don't even gotta do shit once you add it. You feel me? I don't use any effects. I leave that to everybody else. Um, yeah, that's just me. I don't really care for effects in my videos. I go off cinematography. I like to story tell, so I don't really feel like I need effects all the time for that. Now, this is one of my favorite LUTs, the Prime AT. What is it? The ATL LUT or it's the Atlanta LUT. This one has a nice saturation to it. It got the real dense, like density in the colors. Um, I really could use this one. Matter of fact, let me see how this shit look on this one scene up here. Oh, that's kind of hard. Nah, I think that this give me more like that war feel. Oh yeah, I say Premiere is good. I personally don't like it though, but yeah, a lot of people still love Premiere. I don't really get into it. But yeah, like I said, that's how the color grade look without it. You know what I'm saying? Without my preset, this is with it, and just literally simple color correction. For any of y'all that know this program, y'all see how many nodes I use. This all I do, just one node every time. Feel me? So I don't do too much. I'm using DaVinci Resolve. You can get this program for free, but you gotta pay for the studio version. As I had to come for TikTok, I needed to see on a wider screen. Oh yeah, that's the thing too. If y'all on TikTok, go jump on my YouTube channel. It's the same name as the top up here, Prime ATL. And I'm actually live streaming on there for y'all to see the full setup. So I can see the real quality and shit. Yeah. Still far, big eagle, nigga still saw it. Still think I'm fucking with. This DaVinci Resolve. Yeah. Nah, the presets work for any program. I don't give a damn what you on iPad, you know what I'm saying, flip phone, anything. Flip phone is crazy, but yeah, it works for any program that support LUTs. So if your phone or whatever you use that you edit in, use LUTs. Hey, where you get a football from? Oh yeah, we about to play some football today, man. Where you selling it at? I'm selling on my website. I'm gonna bring up the website real quick for y'all. But yeah, this shit work on flip phones too. This shit universal, man, and not the studios. But let me see. I'm gonna bring up a new window. So this is what it's not gonna look like this on y'all phone, of course. I mean, but yeah, this is my website. I sell the LUTs on. Also, I got tickets on here for the creative meetup in Atlanta, August 9th. Y'all definitely should pull up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be creating content together and shit like that with anybody that buys a ticket. That's on there. So the LUT pad that I'm using right now is this one. This shit. What's going on? My boy Urban Champ, man. So yeah, I got these for sale. If you buy two, you know what I'm saying, you get one half off. So it'll be 75 for two different packs. These are, bro, I ain't gonna lie. These two right here are still my favorite, but this one has like been the main one I've been going to lately. So I wouldn't suggest depending on y'all budget, I would suggest buying all of them and just experiment and see what works. But I feel like, if you buy any of these packs just by itself, it's gonna do everything for you pretty much. But this is my latest one. I'm gonna let y'all see what it looks like. So I'm saying, chill vibes is what I'm using mostly. Atlanta, like that shit nice. Prime ATL one, that's one of my favorites. I also make the beat too. But yeah, man, shit, that's how them shits is. But yeah, all my shit videos are my color grade. So anytime y'all see anything that is filmed by me, I use literally just my LUT pack, nothing else. So we're gonna leave that clip. Where that shit was just at. I'm gonna go back and do like some tweaking on the color grade to these clips later on. But yeah, man, that's how the shit gonna look, bro. I'm talking about, and I'm gonna say this though. I know this is very crazy to say to y'all, but if y'all buy the Luts and they don't work, y'all really got the right to curse me out. You know what I'm saying? It's not refundable, but y'all could definitely spaz out in the DMs on me. I know for a fact they will, especially if you know how to color correct and shit. It's gonna be very simple. But yeah, if y'all feel like it's some bullshit, definitely let me know. Still pushing on E round easy for the weak sheet. Everything still, but I'm moving. And it took promotion like the Uber. Fell asleep, came the shot bus on the. I need to find out. Let me see. Where is that? You say glad to be here. I'm glad y'all here too, man. Shit, y'all could be doing anything else this morning. But shit, y'all in here trying to learn, so that says a lot. I think everybody's in here gonna do great things. Just I know for a fact y'all will. Especially if y'all really take note of what I'm saying. It's impossible not to. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not a person that just doing this shit for the hell of it. I do this full time, so if that's what a lot of y'all are striving to get to, I could definitely give y'all a tip or two on how to do that. But yeah, man, just keep it really simple though. And like I said, most importantly, just do what you're passionate about when it comes to your content, even if it's for other people. Those crazy ass ideas you be scared to like say out loud, those be the best ones to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I got to this point with the confidence and all of that. I had to really find that. I said, where do you get this platform for free? You can go to, I think, just type in DaVinci Resolve. You can download the program for free, and then yeah, you can literally start working today in it. But it is a little challenging when you first get into it. This shit do look very scientific. Like it looks crazy to look at, but what I do is I get all this stuff out the way and I just get to the basics. And now this looks like any other program where you just cut it, right? You feel me? So it doesn't seem that complicated until you go to the color tab. Now, once you see all of this shit, this right here might give you an absolute headache, but you just gotta understand this is the LUTs are just preset. So this is literally just filters. You can turn this off, get this out the way. If you click on it, you don't see any of your clips. You click on that. This just gives you the ability to skip around scene by scene, and instead of just doing it like this, where you just hit next, it just literally gives you the ability to jump around to like you might want to go to some clips in the middle, or you want to go up here and you can literally copy and paste on the clips as you see it. But you can literally remove all this stuff so it can not look so complicated. The nodes, you could turn that off, but now y'all see how this just feels a lot more simple. It's not like a lot going on. That's really what it is. It just be so many different tabs open that it make you feel like it's complicated, but it's really not. You just kind of like keep up what you need and that's it. You feel me? I feel like I don't know if I would say easier, but it's definitely better. Yeah, I'm telling you what's going on. Keep your eyes watching their ears listening. Blink twice, you might miss me, nigga. Yeah, still back to back, still fun. Still think I'm fucking with the Sawyer. Still fucking like I'm still horny. You say, can you help with? Can I help with? What can I help with? Can you color grade on iPad Pro? Hell yeah, for sure. And then you got DaVinci Resolve on iPads now. So the same color grading method that I'm doing, y'all can do this shit on the iPad. I'm still here. Nigga wanna ring out the green. Yeah, bitch, I went Jason Tatum. Niggas left, but I'm still here. Nigga wanna ring out the green. And then look, that's why it's so funny with what old dude said earlier. The colorist, he was literally just telling me I want to get a job, this and that. But look who I'm literally filming for. You know what I'm saying? Like I film celebrities and all type of shit. So it's like, bro, you can't really project that onto me that I'm not gonna be at a certain level if I don't do shit a certain way. that's kind of like bullshit to me. And that I really don't like people like that. They try to like make it seem as if you're not doing shit their way, you're not gonna make it. I think that's bullshit to like say to a person. Um, yeah, that's wild as fuck to me. But it's like, bro, I'm literally showing y'all like I didn't even have to say who he was. Some people just know Tracy T. You know what I'm saying? I've been working with him since 2017, so you do the math on that. You feel me? Like, nigga said I gotta make a call real quick. What the hell that's supposed to mean? Well, you finna get your colors people to come beat me up with some shit? That'd be crazy. All camera people standing outside my house ready to jump me and shit over a live stream. That's funny as hell. They be taking this shit to the heart. I'm like, bro, it's not that deep. It's really not. I think need to be another B-roll shot. Yeah, nigga, motion like the Uber. But see, I don't know. Some might be wrong with me, but I actually appreciate the hate. Like I tell people, thanks for the hate. The reason why I say that because they'd be like, oh shit, you're doing something right when people hating on what you got going on. I don't really look at it that way. I feel like it just shows me like what I'm doing is so out the norm that it can trigger people who have been doing it a certain way for so long. And it's like, it just makes me more confident in my work because a lot of those people that say shit like that, when I get into, really breaking it down, I'm like, okay, cool. I hear what you're saying, but since you're a colorist, do the colors actually look bad? They'll say no. Like it actually looks good, but the way you're doing it is wrong. And then I'd be like, damn, that makes no sense. Like, I don't, it's ass backwards. Fast forward, I'm the reason he got to work on a project with so you actually know him. You know what I'm saying? It said I had okay, you going back. He said I had a big videographer in my city say I'm coming up, not gonna work. I was saying how I'm coming up not gonna work. That's funny as fuck, bro. But yeah, that's how it is, man. It say you about to make me an AI music video from creator this morning. Use AI to generate the video and edit and resolve for practice. Oh, that's what's up. He said trying to get into this full time as a full time job. So anything that you're trying to do full time, you gotta be fully committed to it, right? So if I don't ever want to work a job, I gotta treat this as such. So if I can give 40 hours to stand on the clock and bullshit all day, I should be able to give 40 hours to color grading, and I should be able to give 40 hours to going out networking. And in this space, bro, what you gotta realize is you can make so much money because it only takes for a few people to believe in what you're doing, and then it's going to literally just be a domino effect. Once people start tapping in with you off of word of mouth, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, people might be like, bro, I know so many videographers, but it's gonna be like, nah, you need to work with this person over everybody else. Like, and that's kind of like where I'm at. So like all that trying to project, I'm not gonna make it shit, bro. I done been made it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fucking rich off this shit yet, but for a person that's doing this full time, I think I'm doing pretty well. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though. But I'm not like a person that's like too caught up in the whole monetary shit anyway. Like I came from nothing for real. So being able to live my dream and do what I want, when I want, how I want, that's all I can ask for. I don't really have no fucking, you know what I'm saying, big list of shit I need to do or by a certain time and all that. That's other people trying to project their life onto you. But motherfuckers ain't been through what you've been through either. So you'll be a dumbass person to let somebody come in your life and basically tell you how to live it if they don't know shit about it. That's just crazy as hell to me. So I let people troll and I troll them back, but it's like it's not gonna stop shit I'm doing by what you're saying. I'm telling you I'm hard headed for a reason. I'm not gonna listen to you. So that just being all the way real. Like yeah, it is lagging a lot. I'm gonna try to turn this down. I know what it is too though. I'm running out of space on my computer. Yeah, this shit is on. Yeah, I fuck with the hate. Hate is nice. Up and coming in the age, trying to lock in with you. Nah, for sure. Uh, I definitely could. I would say if you trying to tap in and really learn for real, I would just book my one-on-one sessions because like when I be live, I speak generally, but even though a lot of this shit I'm saying is gonna help a lot of people, I think it's only gonna be more beneficial if you tap in with me on some one-on-one shit because I can literally see what you're doing in your process that might be hindering you. When I say things on this live, I'm talking to everybody at once, but if I'm talking directly to you, it's gonna make way more, it's gonna make it much easier to like get to where you're trying to go. But yeah, if y'all definitely want to tap in for that, you know what I'm saying, y'all can literally book that. I'll set up a Google Meet video chat, and then we'll literally go over whatever within an hour. It could literally be color grading. Some people just need to understand the marketing. I don't know if y'all see me on Threads and shit. All my videos go crazy on Threads. I had some videos do over 130,000 views in one day. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I be trying to tell y'all, like, you can listen to people if you want, but the shit I'm doing is literally working. You know what I'm saying? I literally just had 1,000 followers on TikTok not even 4 months ago. You feel what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying that to sound like, oh, I just got this shit. I figured out the whole method or some shit. It just, I see what's working and I see what's not. So on top of that, the marketing is just as important as it's just as important as the look of your content. Cause you had the best looking shit, but if nobody's seeing it, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to maximize on both. I want a lot more people to like put eyes on my work because it's a higher probability I'm gonna get booked, and people are going to like share my content just because the look of it is so like aesthetically pleasing or whatever. So when you do that, you naturally allow people to market for you, and that's the real trick. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, and I'm gonna put this into perspective on how to go viral, right? I haven't came across this completely yet, but I would say for me, going viral is doing 100K views in a day. That is kind of viral to me. You know what I'm saying? But when you get into this shit though, you want to make sure that your content is very relatable because how many people just send you videos that to your DM that they feel like you can relate to, right? You want your content to be the same way because even if it's not some shit that people understand, like the average person don't know shit about camera work. But if you do things in the videos that's pertaining to teaching that, you know, an average person can like connect with, they would literally share the video even though they're not even there to learn shit. So that's kind of like what I do. I take real life things that people see every day and I make it to where it's cinematic. And technically they're gonna be like, well, I don't be into this type of stuff, but they can be like, I can for some reason connect with this because it feels very familiar. So that's the trick with my content. I like to really film the shit that you see in your regular life and make it look like cinematic. So anybody's gonna shit look at a certain area and be like, hey, bro, I just rolled past there the other day. Like it's crazy, but I never thought to see it like that. So that's the real trick. You know what I'm saying? So just be very like mindful of the purpose behind your content, and then you'll know how to repurpose it later on too. So that's what I would do if I was y'all. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go back to the drawing board and understand what makes people want to watch your content over somebody else doing the same shit. Plain and simple. For me, like just by the live stream, right? The way I talk, y'all could tell like I'm clearly not trying to be a certain way, or I mean I hope that's what y'all get. I'm not trying to sound more smarter than the rest of these camera people and shit. I'm just literally being me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in competition with nobody but myself. What I say to myself is I'm in competition with my last video. Don't come here with the screaming, man. Here, kid, you want the cover? My cover. Here. Sit up there. I can't, you on my way. You on my way. No, you're on my way. You're interrupting my life, bro. Huh? You're interrupting my life. You're my life. Kid, don't mess with me, man. Here, you can get the blanket back. I was just kids just literally ruin your life, bro.
Daddy, I can't put this.
All right, go ahead. There you go. Just take all the cover, bro. I was literally getting comfortable, and now you're snatching all the cover. Go ahead. I'm using DaVinci Resolve. I'm not talking to you, man. Because I'm alive. That's why I'm talking. What's going on, Dre? Good morning. Oh yeah, I appreciate the gifts too. I just realized that. Shout out to Yanni for the gift. I hate to say this, but I think for a beginner, this shit might give you a headache. I'm not gonna lie. Like you literally will probably need, you know, some pain pills or something for your head. Like doing this, starting out. But I do feel like if you're trying to get into a more professional, like more professional work, I would recommend starting. But CapCut might be much better. But the only thing is, CapCut now they talking about they have these weird terms and conditions where they basically own your content and shit. Like it's weird. Like I'm gonna pull it up because I don't want to like be telling y'all the wrong thing. But from what I heard is they can fuck around and sue you for something that you made in CapCut because you giving them permission to use your to use it. Whatever you upload on there, they basically get to use it for their own purpose now. So that shit is crazy.